for a ride, and Lamar stopped off to run off and get grape soda, and the car broke down.
It broke down while he was off running to.
Yes, we were in Baltimore, and he ran into some house for a half hour.
Oh, right.
Him and my mother did, and they came out with a bunch of money. I'm like, where's the grape soda, Ma?
And what'd she say?
I forgot it, Chip, and I'll mind your P's and Q's.
I know.
And I drank something in the bottle in the back, but it was warm.
What?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, pretty much. Put them in special ed.
Yeah, that's where I
Put them
was
in
in.
the wrong room.
Special education because they thought I was very advanced. Whenever I couldn't get no one to play with me, I'd just bounce a ball against the window. What, Jack?
What you just said.
What you said was funny.
Oh, I used to get pick class and gym class too. They'd say, "Oh, Chippy, you got 2 left feet." You know what I'd say, Jackie? Hello?
Hello?
Whenever they,
You got this. You got this, dude.
You got this.
whenever they'd pick me last in gym class, they'd always go, "Chipper, you got 2 left feet." Guess what I'd say back to them?
Wow.
You got 2 right ones.
So bad.
So one time I colored in all the lines, and the teacher held my picture up and said, "Oh, look at how good Chipper did," and then someone threw mud on it.
Are you just telling her?
Are you just telling her bad things that happen in school?
Jackie, what?
Good stuff, man.
They used to throw tomatoes at me.
What? You said you didn't get picked on.
No, because they were doing it because they respected me, because they wanted to see my karate in action.
What would make them throw tomatoes at you?
They had them.
And what would you do in response?
Duck. Sometimes just go home with tomatoes on me.
I see.
Hey,
Sounds like bullying.
I didn't like it. We're very against bullying. When I was a kid,
Too serious. There's too many tests.
there are too many tests. If I was the president, there wouldn't be none.
Whoa,
Oh, you want to
man.
be president?
Yeah. We
Vote
used,
for Chip.
we used to play marbles and jacks when I was a kid.
Who did?
Me and the other kids.
They play with you?
Sometimes the other kids would hold me down and cut the cheese on me.
They would fart on you, Chip?
I thought you didn't get picked on.
You ever see a white dog turd? I remember when I was a kid, they held me down and they picked up white dog turds and they put them down my shirt and they said, "You're a white dog turd factory."
Hey, Chip, I mean, maybe because I think it could be an inspirational tale. How did you go from special ed to getting into Harvard?
I just worked really hard. And I had my trapper keeper nice and neat,
Oh.
and all my pens and pencils were sharp and ready to go. And I took
And
notes.
you had a word bank.
I had a word bank. Right back to it, babe. I love you. Sometimes I would make up rhymes that would keep it interesting for me.
Like what?
Little songs. Learning is good. Learning is fun. So get your paper, your pencils out, everyone.
Oh.
Do your reading,
Mnemonic.
do your math, and clean away the evidence in the bubble bath.
Jeez.
What?
What evidence?
What are you talking about, dude?
That's what my uncle would sing.
That's not...
I would say, I did my reading, I did my math. He'd say, "Let's wash away the evidence in the bubble bath."
Chip, was he
terrible.
touching you in the bath?
No, he was just keeping me clean. God damn it. Don't be
Oh,
gutter dirty.
I won't.
I remember I got a teddy bear. I pulled all his buttons off.
Oh, Chip.
I was smashing his head on things.
Why?
Pretended I was a wrestler.
Oh.
I was
like that
Chipperini the
extra
Great.
stuff.
And I would jump up and down on his little body and his eyes fell out. I'm like, Chipperini wins. Chipperini wins.
Aw.
Chipperini wins.
All right, we get it.
Yeah.
Stop saying it.
That's what my mother would say.
Well,
She'd be in her room with Lamar fixing the furniture, and I'd be yelling, "Chipperini wins! Chipperini wins!" And he'd finally come out and tell me to shush.
he's a smart man.
Sounds like a lot of neglect in young Chip's life. That's I
Yeah.
got to be honest. A lot of neglect. Maybe you were looking for attention
Yeah.
that you didn't get
Yep.
as a young boy, and now this
I didn't need it.
kind of manifested into this really
Yeah.
being an attention. I
Yeah.
don't want to say attention whore, Chip, but you crave attention.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't care who notices. They just look because they like what they see.
Who's they?
You ever see a liar face?
My mother always knows lines. I blink quick.
No, Carl. I thought you.
Who spilled the... She would say like, "Oh, Chip up. Who made a duty and missed the toilet and hit the floor?" I go, "I don't know."
Wait.
If
You
that's-
missed.
if
You missed the
blinking-
toilet bowl. The toilet bowl is this big. Your asshole is this big.
Yeah,
How you
sometimes
not
I would
align the
miss.
holes?
I would miss sometimes.
Are you sure you weren't just shitting on the floor to act out?
No, I wasn't.
You sure?
I would miss. I wasn't standing there angry and digging my fingernails into my palms, making a duty on the floor so people would notice me.
Just so close to home.
I wasn't doing that.
You wouldn't have done that.
No
Wait,
way.
wait.
Not a whole bunch of
You
years.
got enough. You got enough
After you
attention.
shit on the floor, do you wipe your ass?
I never did on the shower curtain.
No,
Nope. Never on the nice show towels.
no.
Show towels.
Last thing you'd want to do is act out because you were mad.
Yeah, last thing I want to do is act antisocial because I wasn't feeling too good about myself.
Right. Yeah, that's not up
I would
your
never
alley.
want to just drop a hot one on the floor
Right.
and then go, Ma, someone must have broke in. Go check.
Right. Make her clean it
Why
up.
do you blame it on the dog?
We didn't have a dog.
Last thing
We
you
had
want.
fish.
Fish.
So blame it on the fish.
We tried to.
Last thing you'd want to do is punish the people that made you feel less than with your excrement.
That's right.
Right.
I would never write nothing on the walls with it.
Right. No.
I'd never put a sock on my hand and pick that little mug up and write devil.
Devil. You were even a douche when you were acting out. Just so fucking lame.
About bullying?
Yeah, I'll just tell the kids, mind your manners and be good boys and girls, or I'm going to bring a bunch of pit bulls that are going to bite you. Or I'll bring a beehive and throw it in the classroom and you'll all get stung.
They do landscape light and everything. You ever walking outside in the backyard and you're like where'd I drop my Monopoly pieces?
Yeah.
It's the whole time, Chipper.
You're like, I can't find my Monopoly pieces.
Right.
Where could they be?
I don't know.
I wish I had some landscape lighting.
Right. Why are you playing Monopoly outside?
Just threw it out the window one time.
You're being antisocial again?
Motherfucking landed on Baltic Avenue and shit. Lost everything.
So you ruined everybody else's game and threw all the
Threw the whole
pieces.
board out the window screaming.
What were you screaming?
Ah!
You wouldn't have done that, right?
Not me. But then you're out there because you get a smack to the back of the head. Go get the Monopoly. I used to call it Monopoly.
I remember one time we took a shower and she was rubbing me back there. I'm like, go ahead, babe, smell your finger. It's clean.
It wasn't.
I know. Should have waited till we were in the shower.
Ew, Tip.
My butt was still dry.
Ew, Tip.
What are you talking about?
I wasn't in the shower yet. And she rubbed it because she thought it was wet, but it had like a little hair on it. I'm like, go ahead, sniff it.
And how was it?
She was like,
Did you have any of those scandals where, you know, the hot teacher
Yup,
would
yup.
hook up with the student?
yup, absolutely.
Really?
Guess who fucked a lot of their teachers? Pardon my French.
Who did?
Me.
Really?
Yup,
Wow.
yup,
Were they hot?
always.
Wow. And what was it? How did you charm them?
One time my social studies teacher was talking about, oh, they had to pay for goods and services. And I grabbed my schlemiel and I said, I'll show you some goods and services. She was like, you're staying after class, young man.
You called it a schlemiel?
Yeah, I grabbed my schlemiel.
Is that like a Laverne and Shirley reference?
I don't know. Remember that
Schmozzle?
bitch? Remember that bitch had the big L on her shirt? I used to go, that's for loser.
Oh,
That sounds like bullying.
you sound like the bully, Chip.
I was yelling at the TV. Wasn't like she could hear me. Bitch was in Milwaukee. I had a pet lion in my past life.
Yeah.
I think you're lying.
No, I ain't, but that's clever.
Ah,
Oh,
try, Chip.
nice.
His name was Mufasa.
That's
Like
not
the lion.
you. That's
Yes,
a,
it was.
that's a children's
From my life, my mother was a queen, and she was very proud of her boy.
Whatever gets him through. his
She would
days.
always say, my boy's the king, and he conquers everybody. He's such a good boy.
Now,
And
he's,
your
now he's a
pa-
queen.
Yeah, no, he just conquers queens.
Yeah, and Brooklyn and Long Island.
Oh.
What?
He knows all his boroughs.
Right.
Fuck yeah.
Yes, I believe in reincarnation for sure.
How come nobody believes me? I always talk about it. Like in another life, I was a karate expert. And one time I saved a lady from a burning building.
I believe you. That could have been.
The students from the other karate school ran across the street and threw ciggies.
What makes you think that
They threw
you have
ciggies.
dreams about it?
Why would they throw cigarettes at you?
Because they wanted to burn down the apartment building, the other karate school.
Yeah, the karate school. Okay.
Yeah, people were carrying me around like, oh, Chipper, you're the king of this town.
You saved everyone.
And I saved a girl. She was the daughter of a millionaire, and we got married.
How do you know all this from your past?
I
life?
went through regression. I remembered it one time.
Oh, okay.
I used to think of my past lives. Sometimes my uncle would come and tuck me in, and while he was tucking me in for a long time, I would just think of my past lives and pretend I was there.
Oh, okay.
I'm going through regretting right now.
Regretting.
Why? I had a whole bunch of past lives. I've met a bunch of spacemen, too.
Oh.
Okay, tell me about them. Were they like the good kinds? Did you get probed?
Yes, I did.
Enlighten you?
I've talked about this. Yes, I did get probed. I did get probed.
How? What do you remember?
Last night it cost him $50.
No, it didn't. 50 bucks.
sorry.
No, it didn't. I was a small boy,
Oh, I'm sorry.
and I fell asleep, and the aliens would come in my room, and they would probe me.
Yeah. The alien had an afro.
No, he did not. No, he did not. He would say, just behave yourself.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And I'm going to bring you on my spaceship.
Yeah.
I'm going to take you to faraway places. Yeah, we're going to zip around in this spaceship. And if you tell your mother, I'm going to drown your dog.
Damn.
It sounds like Uncle Paul.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, it does. I didn't even think of that.
That sounds like you got molested.
Right. Wow.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. That's a bunch of bull sugar. Like one time,
Maybe I'm hitting a wall. It sounds like I'm hitting one of the walls.
I've done that too,
I'm
just to
talking
bloody my fucking nooks.
about. Okay.
He's a tough guy.
Well, I'll do one more.
We want two more.
One more, Chip.
One's fine. Chip.
Please be the
Yeah,
death
one
guard.
more. But I appreciate how assertive you are.
I know, that's what Lauren likes too. Sometimes I grab her shoulders and shake her, and I can hear her cooter getting wet.
Chip, you're not supposed to tell people that.
You ever see Forrest Gump? He said that. Life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. My mother said, Chipper, he's on the money. I'm like, well, he should get off the money and start spending it. We
Oh.
laughed.
There's no way you laughed at that.
We laughed.
There's no
Everybody in the
way.
theater was like, shh.
Ooh.
They were shushing me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I would always crack
Yeah.
jokes in the movies.
Oh.
Aw.
I was a president in my past life.
Of the United
A
States.
president of what?
The United
Where?
States.
Which one?
I was John Kennedy.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was. The mafia shot me. I seen him.
Yeah.
We were in the car, and the man came out of the sewer, and he pointed a gun up at me.
Well, at least you know what he talked like and looked like if he survived.
I remember everything about that day. It was sunny.
Yeah.
I was in the car.
Uh-huh.
This is not a laughing matter. I died a few days later in the hospital.
No, it was
No, he died right
pretty much right
Yeah.
there.
right
on the
there.
Spot.
He died.
I
It was a
remember.
meat hit, right? Yeah.
The guy was up in the grassy knove.
No. It was,
I
It's
was
not a
right there
nose.
next to you, Chip, in the car, remember?
No, you weren't.
you were
Yeah.
Jackie Kennedy?
Yeah, I
No,
was.
she was Governor Conley.
Chip!
I'm just pulling your nips, babe. Go ahead, you talk. Yeah, the future's so bright. Wait, the future's so fucking bright, you gotta wear shades.
Nice one, Chip.
I said,
That was Anthony.
no, because
No,
I
just
said
said
to
it.
Max before,
It's an 80s song.
I said it's so cool that I'm gonna wear a jacket. It's so I'm so cool I need a jacket. And fucking kid was cracking up.
That's a good one, too.
Yeah,
though.
he's 4. And I'm gonna have him tested next week. I know it's in your future. A nice hang up from this
I see
broad.
it possible.
Yeah, that's how I meet a girl. I put this shit, and I'm like, your coda's getting sloppy. Your coda's getting sloppy.
How often does it work?
Every time.
Wow.
With her, I do it.
Every
Is that
time.
right?
Fuck
And-
yeah.
And
I
it gets
s-
sloppy?
Sloppy every time.
I slip a little something into a drink, and then she throws it off. I'm like, your coda's getting sloppy.
What do you... Why do you have to slip something into her drink? She's here.
Just to relax her.
What? I'm pretty relaxed.
Yeah, I mean, she's...
You ought to see yourself when you're face first on the carpet. You are one chill young lady. Ah!
Chip,
It's not charming. It's rape.
Chip, you can't. You're not raping me.
You shouldn't rape.
No, we're together. She loves it.
I love. I
She
love
just
the
pretends to
Chippy.
be sleeping.
Yeah, I mean, no, you drugged her drinks.
Yeah, that time you vomited on the carpet. Remember how mad I got at you?
I mean, you gave me a lot of drugs, so I
It
could.
wasn't drugs.
I think you did.
No, I don't. I put Viagra's in there so your cootie gets all swole.
I think that's supposed to be for you.
I don't think that's how Viagra's
Oh.
work. Yeah.
Sometimes I have trouble functioning.
No, you never do, Chippy.
Do you sometimes, Chip?
Yes, I do.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too.
How often?
Once,
Once?
maybe more.
How often?
It's not a lot.
It's okay.
I have trouble functioning. Sometimes I have to put my fingers in and just pretend.
Oh, so you put your fingers down where your penis is?
Yeah.
And you act like your fingers going in or your...
I act like it's my pecker and I frig.
Yeah.
I
Frig?
frig. You ever lose an erection?
It happens time to time.
What do you do when it happens?
Ask if we can take a break.
Oh, that's a good idea. I usually just stand up and blame her. Damn, bitch, your cooter stinks. You fucking up my pecker.